There are three ways to solve quadratics. The first way is by factoring, the second way is by completing the square, and the third way is to use the quadratic formula. Today we're going to look at how to solve these quadratics by factoring. In our first example, x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. We are going to set up our factoring, parentheses here. How do we get x squared? We go x times x. The factors of 20 that add to give you 9 would be 4. Alright, now let's look at a second example. X squared plus 3x minus 12. In this case, we know that our first term in each set of parentheses is x because x times x is x squared. Now we have a negative term on the end. Okay, this is minus right here, which means your factors of 12 must subtract to give you 3. So when we look at the factors of 12, we have 1 and 12, and 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. If we say 12 minus 1, that's 11, 6 minus 2 is 4, and 4 minus 3 is 1. None of those subtract to give you 3, so this is not factorable. Let's take a look at another example, 15x squared minus 2x minus 8. Again, we are going to set up our factoring parentheses here. Okay, now this becomes a little bit different because our leading coefficient is not 1, it is 15. So we need the combinations of factors that will give us 15, which would be 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. Now we have to look at C, okay, our constant term, and say what are the factors that we have here of 8? Well, we could use 1 times 8, or we could use 2 times 4. Now, because your end term is negative, these have to multiply together in such a way as to subtract to give you the middle term. Alright, so we got to figure out what we're going to use. If we use the 3 and the 5 to get the 15, and the 2 and the 4 to get the 8, then we need to multiply it together in such a way so that the 5 times the 2 gives us 10, and the 3 times the 4 gives us 12, and we know that 12 minus 10 is 2. So here we go, we have 3x and 5x, so that those two things would multiply together to give you the 15x squared. Alright, here we needed the 5 multiplied times the 2, so that means the 2 has to go in the opposite set of parentheses. We also needed this 3 right here multiplied by the 4, so we need the 3x multiplied by the 4. Okay, when we do this, this is going to give us 10x right here, and when we do the outside, that's going to give us 12x. Okay, yes, I subtract because we need a negative 2, which means that the 12x has got to be negative, and the 10x has got to be positive. So we're going to make this positive and this negative. Okay, so let's double check that. We have 3x times 5x is going to give us the 15x squared. Okay, then we have plus 10x right here, minus 12x, and it combines to give us the negative 2x. And then you have the positive 2 times the negative 4 gives you the negative 8. So we have our factors, 3x plus 2. We will set that equal to 0.